Hello, this is Ben with Aiphone again. Welcome back to our series about AC Nio programming. In this episode, we are going to cover adding users and credentials to AC Nio. There are a few ways to go about this. The simplest way to create a new user is by scanning an unregistered credential with a card reader attached to one of the panels. A message will appear in AC Nio. Unknown user denied access due to invalid card or PIN. Click on that message. A page will load, presenting the option to add a new user. The credential will already be loaded, which will save us time entering that in. There are a lot of options on this page, though we'll cover them later on in the video. For the time being, we'll do the bare minimum we need to create this user. First, we'll add a first and last name. Then, we'll scroll down the page to assign our user to a partition, and then to an access privilege group inside that partition. Once all of that is filled out, we can click Create to finish the process for now. We can always go back to add more information later. Navigate to Users on the left side menu. This menu allows users to be added manually. It can also be used to flesh out the information for users who were added by the card swipe. This page will show a list of all users, and you can click the cogwheel next to the user's name to start modifying the details. We can also click Add to manually enter a new user. Just like before, our new user will need a first and last name. Other settings we can use under General, we have the option to attach an email to the user, and like some other settings we've looked at before, there's the option to set a starts on and expires on date. These would let us create temporary users. However, we don't need to set these for users who have an indefinite lifespan. Under permissions, we have a variety of advanced settings that a user can be assigned. We won't go into what they are for the purposes of this video. There's also the option to attach an image or images to the user. And since we didn't start this one off by scanning a credential card, we would need to add the credential ourselves. We can optionally add a name for the credential, and then we have a few options here, such as card with PIN, PIN only, or QR code. We also have the option to check off Use Enrollment Reader at this point. This would let us select a door to scan a card on to automatically enroll it. Otherwise, you would want to use the drop-down to select the type of credential to be added, then enter the number in manually below. Once everything is configured, click Add Credential. Like before, you would then assign the user to the appropriate partitions and access privilege groups. The third way to add users to the system is to import them from an existing CSV file. To do that, we would navigate over to Users, Import Cards, then use the Browse menu to select an existing CSV file. Then you would follow the prompts to import the users. No matter which of the options was used to create the new user, they can always be modified by navigating back to Users, Users, and clicking the cogwheel next to them. And then to finish the process, you would click Update Panels at the top of the page. And with that, we now have a functional AC series system. We have our account set up, the software has its license applied, we have our hardware, and we also have a place for that hardware to reside on the system, and now we have users with registered credentials. This marks the end of our basic AC series programming guide, but you can watch this channel for future updates and tutorials. Thank you for watching.